Welcome, everyone. Good morning. My name is Carlos Diaz Rosillo, as you just heard. I am the founding director of the Adam Smith Center for Economic Freedom at Florida International University. I am truly honored to welcome you to the 13th edition of the World Strategic Forum. As many of you know, we're a fairly new center at FIU. We were founded 4 years ago by the legislature and the governor of the great state of Florida to harness the power of rigorous research to offer a better understanding of the free enterprise system and its impact on individual freedom and human prosperity in the United States and around the world. But obviously, because of our location here in Miami, with a very special emphasis in Latin America and the Caribbean. Through our activities and programs, we hope to inspire and enlighten policy discussions, analysis, and decision-making. And we do it in a number of ways. First of all, through public events, just like this one, events that range from small roundtable discussion to more than 1,000 people that gather together to listen to different perspectives. We also do it through educational programs. The crown jewel of that educational mission is something we call the Senior Leadership Fellows Program. It's a program that brings to FIU, to our center, every semester, 5 former government officials who have served at the highest levels in their countries, from presidents to ministers to ambassadors. I see Ambassador Bernstein right here. She was a fellow at the center. Ambassador, thank you. And they come and they teach and they lead study groups and they mentor students. And the idea is that students get to realize that they too could be an ambassador. They too could be a president. And now we're starting to not only bring former government officials, but sitting government officials, people who are currently in office. This semester, for example, we have the former First Lady of Mexico, who's now a member of Congress in Mexico. And so we're doing former government officials and now current government officials. Third, we also do it through research. We publish a series of serious, rigorous, independent publications like the Index of Bureaucracy. It's a yearly publication that analyzes in a very rigorous way the bureaucratic burdens that 22 nations from around the world place on small businesses. And the next edition is going to look at medium-sized businesses. So we do it through public events, through education and mentoring, and through rigorous research. We always have a very special emphasis on the practical. Because we are at a university, of course, we engage in theoretical discussions, but the emphasis is always the practical, what we can do to make society better. So I'm thrilled to welcome all of you to this 13th edition of the World Strategic Forum. And this year's program is nothing short of extraordinary. I really mean it. We will address various topics throughout our time together over the next couple of days, including energy, finance, infrastructure, legacy planning, investment, technology, international trade, geopolitics, sports, business, the business of beauty, as you'll see tomorrow. And we're going to do it together here over the next couple of days. In recent years, we have seen a significant geopolitical realignment as leaders around the world are increasingly prioritizing the defense of local constituents over pleasing global audiences, a result of the rising backlash against globalization across economic, political, social, and cultural lines. We have an opportunity here as we gather to rethink our approach as nations shift their perspective towards protecting local industries and local jobs, embracing emerging technologies and innovation to drive economic resilience and building more sustainable communities in the long term. These discussions that we're going to have today and tomorrow, I'm sure, are going to generate increasingly important conversations, and they will explore these pivotal shifts and present a new way forward for leaders, both business leaders and political leaders, who are interested in thriving in the new economy. I encourage all of you to engage in these discussions as we explore these critical issues shaping our world today, not only through the panels that we're going to hear, but also through side conversations and networking opportunities outside the conference. I look forward to these conversations and connections that await over the course of this forum, and I'll see you over the next 2 days. Thank you.
Well, good morning to everyone. Welcome to beautiful Miami, beautiful Coral Gables, and to the 13th annual event here at the Biltmore Hotel, the World Strategic Forum. I'm Bill Johnson. I serve as the co-president of this wonderful event and the former Secretary of Commerce for the great state of Florida. It's a pleasure to be with you this morning. This event is again provided under the leadership and direction of the International Economic Forum of the Americas and Florida International University, a great university. It's Adam Smith Center for Economic Freedom. This year marks our 30th anniversary of the International Economic Forum of the Americas, 30 years going. And of course, the forum, which started with the current president CEO, Nicholas Rémillard, has started with his parents, Gilles Rémillard and Marie Dupont. And I've been involved 18 years with these forums, going back to 2006 when I was CEO at Port Miami. And I'm a firm believer in the value of these forums. Since the first forum in Montreal 30 years ago, the number of forums has grown to include Toronto, Paris, of course, Miami, Buenos Aires, and Phoenix. As I said, I've been engaged and participated with the Rémillards for 18 years in these different forums, especially here in the state of Florida. This Florida event, our event, was the first outside of Canada. The mission is, of course, to address major corporate and governance challenges for the Americas as well as for the global market. This year, our theme is Thriving in the New Economy. And again, as just noted a few minutes ago, we set right here the location, the environment here. You're in one of the two largest logistics centers in the United States. Last year, Port Miami, which you will hear from tomorrow, and its CEO, Heidi Webb, did nearly right at $62 billion of economic value to the community, the state, and the nation. Miami International even tops that. And then you'll also be able to participate in here from leadership from Port Everglades, another sponsor of our show. Again, these are mega billion-dollar generators to the economy of our nation. So, topics over the next couple of days are going to include digital innovation, AI, the supply chain, geopolitics, and many other different types of topics. Events like this are only possible with partners and sponsors like the Adam Smith Center for Economic Development, and of course the Florida Board of Realtors, which every year is a great sponsor, Holland and Knight. As I said, Port Everglades, a major economic engine about 20 miles up the street in Fort Lauderdale, Broward County, the Port of Miami, Miami International, Guardia World, NG North America, and Aegis, and many, many others. I want to take this time to congratulate Juju Bernstein and the entire Montreal team for putting together what I think you will agree after tomorrow is a two-day wonderful event, an opportunity to exchange ideas, to meet new friends and new business partners. So congratulations to the Montreal team. I wish everyone a productive couple days. We have beautiful weather. Enjoy it. You're in one of the most iconic hotels in the United States, the beautiful Biltmore Hotel in Coral Gables, and it's all decked out just for you for this holiday season. So again, welcome to our community. Welcome to our wonderful state. And again, I wish you all a productive 2 days here at this conference. Thank you.
So good morning, everyone, and indeed, happy holidays to all of you. I am certainly delighted to be with you this morning in the city beautiful and at this renowned Coral Gables landmark, the incomparable Biltmore Hotel, to welcome you to this year's World Strategic Forum 2024. It is great to be in your company for what promises to be an insightful and productive forum where you will be discussing challenges, issues, and yes, opportunities facing our world today and in the future. In the room today, I happen to see many familiar faces. Some of you are FIU alumni. Woo! Thank you so much for being here. You are some of the most amazing supporters of FIU, our students, and of course, our community. Thank you for always showing up to support what is the very, very best of our university and Miami. FIU is a leading American public research university And indeed, we are so very proud of all that we have accomplished in support of the economic prosperity of our community and our state, especially this last year. Earlier this year, FIU was designated a preeminent state research university by the Florida Board of Governors, placing us among the elite group of top research universities in our state. In addition, the Wall Street Journal ranked FIU number 6 among all universities, public and private, in social and economic mobility. And this is a key indicator of our contribution to increasing the economic prosperity of our graduates. Indeed, earlier today, I was talking to Robin Bernstein, the former ambassador to the Dominican Republic, and she said, Ken, we all know education is the key to eliminating poverty. And economic mobility and our contribution to that does exactly that. It eliminates poverty and improves economic prosperity. FIU was also ranked number 1 in the nation among public universities in student experience. And just a few months ago, U.S. News and World Report Best College Rankings had FIU as a top 50 public university in the United States, number 46 to be exact. And this is for a university that is only 52 years young. We opened our doors in 1972 to 5,667 students as an upper division university. And today we are over 56,000 students with 320,000 alumni, most of whom stay here in South Florida, contributing to our great communities. FIU continues to rise, and our successes are the result of the passion and commitment of our esteemed faculty and staff, our accomplished alumni, our stellar students, and a supportive community just like you. At FIU, we are forward-thinking, innovative, unstoppable. This year, as you've already heard, FIU's Adam Smith Center for Economic Freedom is a proud co-host of this 13th World Strategic Forum and the number 9 forum held in Miami. I would like to take a moment to recognize and acknowledge the center's founding director, Carlos Diaz Rosillo, for his leadership and tireless efforts to establish the partnership between FIU and this amazing forum. Carlos, thank you so very, very much for all that you do and your contribution to world economic success. Like the World Strategic Forum and your own enterprises, FIU is at the epicenter of finding solutions to the world's most pressing issues: environmental resilience, innovation and technology, healthcare, infrastructure, economic and social impact, and much, much more. With more than $320 million in annual research expenditures, FIU is making an impact where it matters most and preparing our students to lead with knowledge, passion, and innovation. Over the next few days, as you touch upon complex issues around global trade, the environment, leadership, digital transformation, and AI, and learning to thrive in the new economy, we invite you to tap into the expertise of our researchers, our faculty members, and especially our students who represent our future. FIU can and will be a solution center in addressing global challenges. Together, we can do our part to make our world a better place today and for future generations. Thank you so much for being here and for sharing your knowledge, your insights, and your ingenuity. Enjoy the forum, enjoy Miami, enjoy this great hotel, and enjoy the great camaraderie among you. Thank you.